Okay, we're gonna call this video "Oh shit" because I accidentally turned it off. So I gotta start over. So my friend Peter, he said a really amazing thing. He said, "He that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and has forgotten that he was purged from his very old at this point, sins." I'm 65 years old, man. I'm Jimmy the Older at this point. Started walking with him, believe it or not. True story, with him when I was a teenager. I'm coming up on 50 years of watch, look. See? Just simply walking. Which walking is just walking, but if you're walking with him, he might make you look pretty funny sometimes, but that's not the end. Ain't over till it's over, bae. So I've been forbidden to play my music here, so I'm playing it on the curb. Taking my little coffee break. See, here's proof. The people are being very generous indeed. Handing me money when I'm not even looking for it and stuff, but that's neither here nor there nor anywhere. Sugar Bear. Be fair. Just care. That, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That is fine. Oh my God. Wish you could have seen it. So I told this guy walking down the son of a gun, I didn't want to do this online or on a camera, but this little bastard is all that's left from MRSA. Had it there, had it on my left hand, had it in sundry various places in my face, and I got rid of every bit of it with menthol. The little beads that they put in crushed cigarettes, take them out, squish them on there, rub it in. But the problem is you got to keep on doing it, and it's the only thing I found to get rid of it. I'm pretty sure, actually I was thinking very much that tea tree oil would work the same, but a girl was telling me she tried it on her MRSA and it wasn't working so good. So bingo, I'm right and you're wrong. So this gentleman out here changing the trash cans, somebody had come up with a good idea to just tie two of the trash cans together. He said, well, I just added another one. Saves a lot of time. Look at this. It's like the creation, all right? Espionage at its best. Don't follow the crowd, really. They don't know what they're doing. Don't follow anybody unless... Actually, there was a very famous individual back in the day. He said, follow me the way I follow Messiah. And the implication being, the minute you see me not doing a good job of following him, because we all pluck up, don't do that. Just follow me when I'm following him. You'll be good. So, I'm looking forward to working with Washington University. They seem to have better demeanors, and hopefully better tactics, and a little bit of genuine concern, which did seem to come over the phone. The first person I talked to. Still horrified at the work tactics of the people at SLU University. I'm not going to be a person that kind of, politely doesn't say things about truth. It's a systemic problem that probably will get worse before it gets better, but and maybe it won't get better. I don't really care. All I know is they're not touching my body again. I feel like I got bionic blood in me. I was actually in a full-fledged cry, anticipating my first meeting back at Barnes Jewish Hospital, otherwise known as Washington University. Georgie, you know. I look more like Georgie than most people. Praying for Rick Wakeman. The news is he's postponed his American tour for health reasons. Hold on, time out. So as I was saying, you may recall, I was in a full-fledged cry, tears all over my face, when I was anticipating getting back with the doctor that first interviewed me to see if I wanted to go through with stem cell therapy at Washington University. Because I'm going to get back to the scientists at this point who created this whatever I am now, who helped to create whatever I am now. We are co-creators with the Almighty. Get it straight, don't get it twisted. So, I want to ask them, what the fuck have you done to me? Because I have been pushing this train like a vicious soldier ever since I saw my braces fall off of my legs. And I see no end to the things that I can do. And SLU still has a handful of my stem cells in case I ever need them again. And we're not even talking about embryonic stem cell therapy at this point. And on top of all that, the knowledge about these things has, of course, been multiplying exponentially, etc., etc. So now you get the great time out. I'm going to show you why I growed my hair up like Granny. And I'm going to show you my little more serious side, minus a good shave. Hold on. So one of the things that I did not understand about the Bible when I first began to study it as a child is that, and it is pretty heavy actually, is that all those people you're reading the books of are watching you to see if you're going to listen, and hoping you will, and hoping that your eyes will get focused and your ears will get focused like a laser on the heart of the person. The big generator that created the pill bugs, the giraffes, and the hexagon on top of Saturn. That's pretty good, huh? And don't get it twisted, there wasn't no Big Bang. The most retarded concept that anybody ever came up with. You cannot have a Big Bang with nothing there. Huh? There wasn't no bang, bro. And this whole idea that monkeys grew into humans, how many species of monkeys are there? Did any of them ever give birth to anything that ever looked like a monkey? No, monkeys have sex with monkeys. Baboons have sex with baboons. Humans have sex. In perspective, a man wonders how this stuff even got into textbooks, which is irrelevant at this point because all current concepts and paradigms are crumbling in the light of what's being built on top of them. Anyway, all of them, like all of them. The next 10 years are going to be the slipperiest in history because there's going to be so much change in every single nook and cranny of every aspect of life, to the point where, theoretically speaking, we could be looking at the day when Jimmy DeCaustin gets one of the billions of desires that run around in his heart all day long, and that is for like total auto silence. Everybody don't need a chariot. And the time is coming when we're going to look at the idiotic behavior of growing grass instead of food. And then at some point somebody might realize the real reason why we do that is because the world and its systems have been built on concepts that were created by people that don't exist anymore. And they were dealing with factors such as, we need to make money. If everybody grows their own food, how horrible that would be. So we're going to grow it on farms, and we're going to let everybody else grow grass and ginkgo biloba, ginkgo trees, maple trees, pine trees, but never fruit trees. Never. That's just not kosher. The problem being is that they didn't have 8 billion people that they needed to feed. And simultaneously dealing with how impossible it is to actually help and feed people in war-torn situations. The things I'm saying, acted upon, could grow enough food for the next 10,000 generations. Our problem would not be any longer, oh, there's not enough food. Our problem would be, what are we going to do with it? If every single person were responsible, with the help of the government, here's some seeds, here's some dirt, go. You go purchase a sweet green pepper, sweet red pepper, right? Crack that puppy open and just try to count the seeds, okay? Okay, now you have the seeds, here's the dirt, you go. Like, that's only the seed. It can grow. It can grow trees full of fruit, grapefruits, lima beans, weed. When the world becomes intelligent, or at least as equally intelligent as ants, ants work feverishly until they're dead to feed everybody and paid nothing for their work. And everybody eats. Humans work feverishly till their death with nothing to show for it but a screwed up world. Okay? Lord God, help me to get through and give me the words and the articulation, the love, the power, and let me be like Robert Plant. When he's saying I'm not him and stuff, but to me it sounds like he's talking to you. I don't know anybody else. When he said, let me show your love. I will show your love, oh God. I'll find a way. So this is Jimmy DeCawson saying, that my friend Peter said, he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see afar off, and has forgotten that he was and cannot see afar off, and has forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. So remember.